Well, hey guys, I am very excited to bring another interview with a great business owner. This is Jackie, and she's the owner of AffordCare. And Jackie, thanks for being here. Can you tell me a little bit about your business and what you do?
Yeah, well, AffordCare was founded about a year ago. It was founded because I used to be in the assisted living world. I used to be a memory care director, and I noticed that um, a lot of families were taking care of their loved one until there was a crisis. And then they were looking for either assisted living or they had a fall and broke their hip. So now they're in the hospital. They realize their family can't go back home. And that's when assisted living comes in the picture. And then they notice that some assisted livings don't take heavy care clients. So they go into a skilled nursing, do rehab, or they try to take them back home and they notice that they actually need more help. So that's when I noticed there was a gap of, even though there's already many home care agencies, there was a gap of people actually knowing and figuring out how to use that resource.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people even know, about some of the programs and things that are out there. So, like when we're talking about your business and like in-home care, can you um, tell us a little bit more about like what do you do for your clients?
We start with figuring out what their needs are. That starts with an assessment. The assessment we usually do free of cost. We go do an assessment of their needs and assessment of their current living situation. We provide a caregiver that goes and sees them a couple times a week. It could be anywhere from 3 times a week, up to 7 days a week. And we make sure the caregiver matches the personality of the client. That way they have a successful, caregiver client relationship, because that person's going to spend a lot of time with them and they're going to spend a lot of time together. And the person that's receiving the care needs to feel comfortable. That's our main goal, making them feel comfortable, making sure that they're getting the help that they need, and making sure that they're thriving in their own environment.
So I know that you've been in business, for a little over a year, and I'm always really interested to hear from small business owners like um, what has been like your motivating factor, because business can get difficult at times. What's something that continues to like push you forward through the difficult moments in business?
What's pushing me forward a lot, and it's knowing the clients that we've had since we started and that they're still with us, that they have built a great relationship with their caregiver, and having to find a backup caregiver, have to introduce them to the backup caregiver beforehand because they get so attached to the caregiver. So finding out that there's actually kind of like a friendship involvement with families, caregivers, being able to provide the care that I couldn't really provide in the assisted living world. I can be extremely involved or not as involved, depending on the family needs, and that those are things that I can provide, because it's my calling. And if the I feel like the family's needing the help that they need, and maybe sometimes the family needs more help than the actual client, in getting educated on what their needs are, getting educated on what the family member might be needing, in a sense of not really, um, because there's times that family, like the client might be hiding what they actually need to the family member. So finding out that we are actually making a difference in that sense, that's what keeps me going, because um, knowing that the family, we're giving them peace of mind essentially. So that peace of mind that we provide it comes at a very rewarding sense to me and what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, just kind of going off a tangent of that, it sounds like your business is very fulfilling to you, and it's something that you're passionate about. Is there any um, experience with a client, either good or bad, that is really more memorable to you or sticks out to you?
Yeah, so I have two of them that really stick out to me. I have a client who was in the assisted living. She was in an assisted living, hated it. She didn't like how she was being treated. She didn't like how she saw a lot of people not getting the help that they needed. So when I got the call was because she was going back home. So now she's extremely happy at home with her caregiver that she goes every week. She goes 3 or 4 times a week. They go out to lunch. They have their own little routine going on. So that's a nice story because people think, oh, assisted living, that's my last stop. But she said, you know what? I had a stroke and I got better, and I'm gonna go back home, and nobody's gonna stop me. So being able to help that person and their son that kind of helped her go back home. They when they gave me the call, it was more like, I need the help now. Can somebody come in tomorrow? Because I just took my mom home. um, so being able to find out that we're going to be the last stop for her, which is her home, it's super rewarding. And another one that sticks out to me is we work a lot with people that have dementia or Alzheimer's, and educating families can become challenging. But when the family gets really involved in trying to learn what the disease progression looks like for their family member, it's different every time. And helping them learn and navigate through that, that's also really, really rewarding because it's a disease and it's a progression that's not going to stop and it's not going to get any better. So, usually a family member is grieving their parent because they're losing essentially their parent that they've knew for a long time to dementia or Alzheimer's. So that's also really rewarding, knowing that we can help with that transition, and make them feel a little more comfortable navigating the challenging parts of Alzheimer's or dementia. That's really rewarding to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um, yeah, those are great experiences,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's many other people that
Yeah.
you're gonna come across and have similar experiences with. Now, kind of like shifting gears a little bit, like I know you came from maybe more of like a 9 to 5 type of environment. Did you always know that you wanted to start your own business, and what was like the thing that like sparked you to actually go out and start something on your own?
Well, I never really thought about having my own business. I liked being, because I've been in the management world, I liked being able to make decisions. And working for somebody, you can only make so many decisions on your own. And that's really the main thing where I thought that, I'm a good employee. I do follow the rules and everything, but there's certain things that I do not agree with. And the only way that I can make a change my own way is being my own boss. And because that way I can help people my own way. So that's practically what kind of led me through the cliff of being a business owner. I never really thought about it until maybe like the year before I was planning quitting my job. I planned quitting my job for like a year. I didn't do it. So I saved money and I said, okay, I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to go for it. Because if I kept thinking about it, that was going to be a thought forever, and I wouldn't have done it if I just jumped and did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I love that. You don't want to have any regrets, it sounds
Yeah.
like. So that kind of pushed you into just taking a leap of faith. Um, what has been like the biggest lessons you've learned since starting your business and being an entrepreneur?
I have to be patient, and I have to learn to manage my time wisely, figure out what is the most important task of the day, or the I usually do the three most important tasks of the day, focus on those three things, and then just move on with what I need to do. Um, that's gonna help me be a good business owner, a good boss, a good everything. Because figuring out what are the three most important things of the day help me move forward. Because as a business owner, you know that you have a pile of tasks that you have to do, but figuring out what those three things are for the day has really changed the way I progressed with work and everything else.
So like prioritizing and being patient is what
Yes.
I'm hearing. So awesome. Well, do you have any like, I don't know if there's promotions for home care, but do you have anything that you're like excited about, or something that you're looking forward to, or just something to, you know, share with everybody about what's coming up for your business?
Yeah, so we started in South King County. Most of our clients are in the King County area. We're moving forward for next year. We're moving up to Pierce County and serving Pierce and King County as well. So we're gonna be able to help more families that way. So that's our next plan and our next move for the
Okay.
business. But it's really exciting because I'm gonna get to help more people that way.
Yeah. And if somebody is looking to like reach out to you, or maybe is looking to do some type of consultation, or you know, inquire about your services, what's the best way for somebody to find you or contact you?
You can find me, you can find our socials on LinkedIn as AffordCare. My personal one is Jackie Ramos. Also, Instagram and Facebook is at AffordCare, all together, no space. And you can also call us at 253-388-4901. You can call or text. I'm available 24/7, so you can call me today with an emergency, and I'll be there making sure that we can do the assessment the same day.
Okay. Well, thanks, Jackie,
Thank you so
and I
much.
appreciate you coming here. So, you guys hopefully know me, Alex, your go-to real estate person here, and now you have Jackie. If you need in-home care, or even if you just have questions about, you know, sounds like mental health crises or things of that nature, you know how to find her. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.